everybody. So I haven't made a tutorial in a while, and I was playing around last night with this great new sari that someone gifted me, and I couldn't sleep and I kept coming up new ways to tie, and I decided, okay, this one's a good one, this one's a keeper, I'm going to do a tutorial. So let me take it apart, run the risk that I won't be able to put it back together again, but I think it should be no problem because it's really a very easy wrap. Okay, so what I did, I took my sari and put it on my head so that there was a shorter end and a longer end, but not by that much. I think the shorter end was probably maybe about 6 inches or so shorter than the longer end. Okay, so I tied it on my head with the shorter end going up. Okay, and I also didn't tie it all the way down at the nape of my neck, and some of the hair would be showing, but that's going to be covered later, so it's not to worry about that. So I tied it a little bit higher, the reason being that it gives me more length to work with in the tails when I tie it a little bit higher, not all the way down to the nape of my neck. Okay, now this is the shorter tail, but only by a little bit, and I'm going to bring it up, fan it out at the back, bring it up over my face. And the tail should come about down to this long, about down to the chin. It could be a teeny bit longer if you want. You could pull it a little bit, make it a little bit longer. It's fine. If it's not, then you may need to retie that first knot. Okay, so I'm just gathering a little bit. This is going to go off to the side a little bit. So the side that the long tail is on. So I'm just gathering it, but on a slight slant. And I'm just tucking this part under. Okay. Now this tail, the long tail, is going to go up and over. So get it the colors that you want. That's not the colors that I wanted. Where is that nice wide border that I liked? The wide border is here. Okay, so I want the wide border in the front, and I'm bringing it up and over. Now I'm holding this pretty tight, and I'm going to wrap this one around the bottom. Now this is going to go below your knot, so I don't know if you can see, but my knot is here, and this is going to be like anchored underneath the knot in the back. Just want to adjust it a little bit up. It doesn't have to be quite so far down on my forehead. There we go. Okay. So then what I did is spread it out nicely. So twist this a little bit just to make it easy to work with. And it's going to be tied the side. Now here's where you can have fun with it. If you want to make it a little higher and tie it like in front of your ear, these little fringy ends, you can make a flower with them, you can do whatever you want. I like it right by my ear. So what I'm going to do, and also you have to play with whether you want this part in front or this part in front. So just depending on how long your tails are, you can decide. So you just tie it, leave it like that. No, it's a little silly. Put them down by the ear. Just make sure that all of these things are covered. That's the basic wrap. And I just had a fun flower. I was actually looking for my orange solid flower and I couldn't find it. And then I saw this one and I said, okay, this is going on. So I just stuck a flower in, but you don't need the flower, it's just optional. And when your tails are a little shorter, it can be a little, like closer to your head and a little bit like poofier, kind of like a pom-pom almost. So this is my side fringe sari wrap. That's what I'll call it, I guess. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it, and have a great day.